So we're here reviewing How to Build a Better Boy, the new, unfortunately, Disney Channel original. That really, we have some issues about it, and we're here to talk about it,
wide variety of people,
including these two that are joined with me today,
DJ Ostivious
and
Angry Mark. No, just Mark. I just like,
he has personal problems.
Yeah.
And
hanging out with two weirdos.
Oh, makes me cringe.
First thing, I just want to mention how they made China M. McClain basically the same stereotypical black That's So Raven girl. Essentially, she has the same exact, every single, like her facial, they try to basically make her into the same exact actor. So everything that she says, everything that she tries to act out, literally comes out the same way that Raven Simone.
And she doesn't really do that well.
She's basically being portrayed as the stereotypical sassy black chick that every Disney movie has.
He's just standing up, so basically I'm not going to catch anything you just said. Congratulations.
She, along with many black actors of the Disney franchise, are being portrayed as the stereotypical sassy black character that is smart on this one side, but they're not as ratchet as people perpetuate black people to be.
Yeah. Just that little positive image.
Oh yeah, I guess like it is like unoriginal. It's an unoriginal idea, like a girl getting with a robotic, like someone getting into like a robotic relationship. I mean,
animes do it all the time.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Actually, one of my favorite animes.
There's a new one called Howler, actually.
One of my favorite animes of all time is Chobits, and they do that pretty well. But yeah, it's like it's an unoriginal idea. But like the way it's portrayed, it's like it's kind of offensive. I mean, it's like kind of sexist, because like especially the name of the movie, How to Build a Better Boy. So it's,
and like there's this ongoing idea that you cannot be sexist towards men, when I feel like that is complete and utter bullshit.
Yeah.
Because it's the equivalent of saying that black people can't be racist because of all the things that they've been through. Like, I just feel like yeah, this movie really is sexist, and it's very upsetting for a lot of the male audience of Disney, because it's basically saying if you don't have if you can't get one hot guy, build a hot guy, and if you can't build a hot guy, you have no one. Personally, I feel like if they decided to go with a different approach, I feel like if the hot guy, if Albert, the robot boy, if he ended up yes, he got taken away by the government, but I feel like if he gets taken away by the government, then there's probably like another male interest that has had a feeling for the main character, but he was too afraid to say something. But like in the end, she ends up realizing that she doesn't need this super hot guy that everybody wants. She should go with somebody that actually wants her not because they program. I'm saying if they would have used her. They should have went that route, because of what it taught girls, that you don't need a hot guy to be successful. You don't need a guy that is going to do everything that you want. You don't, and it's programmed to do whatever you want. You should have, because no male or female or anything of this planet is perfect, and that's something that Disney is trying to persuade girls to think, and it offends me, because personally, we're nerds. We're nerds. We have lack of experience with women, and I feel like movies like this are just making that even harder for us and for the next generation of nerds and geeks to come.
Definitely, yeah, because I mean, you're going to put this image out there, you're going to put this idea out there where, okay, you're not even going to acknowledge any nerd or any, loner, anyone that's, out there, doesn't know how to express their feelings, doesn't know how to, come out and say, hey, this is how I feel, like,
I like you,
or have, just like anyone, they don't even acknowledge any of, like, the awkward teenagers out there that, don't know how to approach anyone. Except for that main female. It seems like she does.
Yeah, she is the geek of the movie, and she is the outcast of the world that they live in.
they didn't acknowledge any guy that would be a nerd or like emo or like goth or like
wait, who's the other?
or brony.
It seems there's like another love interest in this movie because like
yeah, it was I think his name was Jacob or something. Like that was her original love
it's
interest.
Jaden.
Yeah, that was her original love interest in the movie, but like it was that girl Nevaeh or something like that, who was a complete and utter bitch, and I feel like she should have got slapped the shit out of. She was just basically saying that she wasn't good and like she needed to back off because Jaden or whatever, he wasn't in her social group, so she should stay in her lane.
The same overall thing. Like we've heard that over.
Like I feel like the only plot point, the only moral they got out of this movie is that you can go for anybody you want, but at the same time, why go with somebody that everybody else wants?
Yeah. I thought that it was different. I thought the main thing they were saying was go for the like you talked about this before, was to go for the hottest guy. I thought that was that was there.
Go for the most popular boy in school that is a jock that plays football, blah blah blah.
And at some points I get it, like because I mean we're both in high school. Marky graduated, but like I mean we've seen like
I've been through 4 years of high school, so I had more experience than you two. So.
Yeah, but at the same time, like there are girls that are quite popular. You know, they have friends and they're out there, and sure you think about it, and sometimes it's like it's compatibility. Like I don't know, Disney Channel didn't seem to even put that into perspective at all. That like maybe you should be compatible with this person instead of just going for a
generating
job.
them. Like I just don't understand like why they think all girls care about is, oh my god, I get to go with Bradley to the big prom, or like it's just so annoying. And I know girls like that are offended and like that are completely like opposed to this kind of act, and like the fact that Disney is supporting it and making it look like it's okay to be this way, and it's okay to like have these morals and standards on like it is just so annoying and it's so irritating, and it's ruining chances with people. Like I don't mean to sound selfish, like Disney is stealing all the girls from me.
I mean, but we've seen a lot of girls that have basically followed this routine because like, they've seen it and they're just gonna follow it
over and over.
But like this isn't like the real Disney, because the real Disney actually makes good movies. It's like the ABC department of Disney. They take care of like most of the sitcoms and like the writing for the original movies.
And like nowadays, like all I see,
it's still under Disney, unfortunately.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, it would probably be a better movie if like the real Disney was in charge.
Of course, it'd be animated.
The real Disney Studios.
Like nowadays, all I see on programming that's supposed to be appealing to women are just these movies and dramas and Lifetime sitcoms that are just like all depressing and sad because I can't find a perfect guy. Or like I've been through so much struggle. Or then we have stuff like Teen Wolf, where again it's just all based on attractive males, and that's why women are going to watch it. MTV thinks that we're going to watch these shows because of hot women. Teen Nick thinks that Degrassi is a realistic show, and it goes through realistic themes. But the only reason people watch it is because they are attractive people. It's the and like again, once coming again from a DJ, I've never seen at least one person that has gotten a record label that was accepted by the music industry that hasn't been attractive. Like seriously, girls, listen to me on this one. Name one band that you are interested in that doesn't have an attractive group of people. Sleeping with Sirens, they have Kellen Quinn. I think Black Veil Brides has the one guy, like Pierce the Veil, and like all of these other bands. Like it's been a growing sensation. They like this dude could sing like fucking Frank Sinatra, and he wouldn't be the most appealing person, and they would turn him down. But then you get these mediocre singers that look godlike and beautiful, and they have the bluest eyes and the cutest smile and the prettiest face and the blondest hair, and they'll instantly get a record label. It's the same reason why all these girls worship these MagCon boys, because they're attractive. I've seen their vines before any of you girls try to attack me and say if you don't watch the vines then you don't understand. I've watched the vines. They do any regular shit that any boy can do, but the only reason that they get so many likes and so many revines and so many reposts and shares is because they're attractive. Because I am pretty sure that if we did stuff like that, like if we weren't a skinny little white boy with blue eyes and blonde hair, then people would tell us to stop it, you piece of shit. You're not doing anything that's entertaining. These boys aren't doing anything that's entertaining. So what is so interesting about them? Besides them being attractive, what is so interesting about them? And if you can point me out as wrong, if you can point out one thing, but I bet you can't.
So, this has been the Digital Entertainment Studios, the Digital Gamers Network, and make sure you like, comment, or subscribe. Definitely subscribe, actually. This has been
Mark,
DJ Austinius,
and Brian, and thanks for listening.